absolutely the best river in the world that I've ever seen or even heard of. And a lot of experienced paddlers have been down here and agree with that. It's got everything you want. If you want to go out and play, blow off enders, surf big waves, you got that. If you want to be scared and you're an adrenaline type of paddler that just likes to be scared, this river's got that. And when it's flooding, it's really challenging. A river like this and holes like this and rapids like this, they're in strange places on Earth. And this is a strange place. This is far away from everything.
Nestled deep in the wilds of Andean Patagonia lies the treacherous and unnerving Futaleufu River. This unspoiled gem stretches some 40 miles through the uneven terrain of Chile before finally making its way to the sea. Only the occasional farm or village dots an otherwise natural landscape. Yet this relatively uninhabited trail is quickly gaining notoriety within a specialized group of whitewater kayakers, daring enough to tempt the power of Futaleufu.
When I paddled this the first time, and I came down to where my camp is now, and I saw those Tres Manca peaks, and I just paddled this stretch of whitewater, just came out of the throne room, came flying down there, and was so thankful I hit the flat water. I said, this is the place. I have never seen, I've got to figure out a way to live right here.
Since his first trip to Chile in 1985, Chris Spelius was struck by the beauty and the challenge of the Futaleufu. In his efforts to spend more time on the river, Spelius founded Expediciones Chile and the Tres Monas Kayak Camp, a retreat for expert kayakers from around the world. Whitewater kayaking has been the main focus of Spelius' life. In 1984, he was a U.S. Olympic representative, but may be best known for the first ever descent of the Niagara River in a kayak.
Mindset that we could do anything. So we found out about this Niagara River after a raft flipped and some people were killed. We said, hey, well, let's check this river out. And the Niagara was some of the biggest whitewater in the hemisphere at 120,000 CFS. And myself and a buddy of mine were the first one to descend that Niagara Gorge, and that was a trip. I mean, that was pushing the edge. In those days, that was extreme, and we were out on the limb.
Originally from Indiana, has been paddling for 16 years. He has traveled extensively throughout the U.S. and the world, searching out extreme and challenging rivers. Due to his comedic wit and juggling talents, Brian has been able to support his globetrotting lifestyle by performing in the streets of Japan.
Oh, Bushido! Wow! Ashino Shita! Uso! Chris Spelius, he's a guy that inspired me to go to Chile. I'd thought about it for a long time, but when I met him in Japan at a rodeo, he said, come on down and paddle some of the best whitewater in the world. Showed me some videos, and it took me about 30 seconds to be convinced that Chile was a place to paddle.
Combining the hydraulics of the Niagara and the technical difficulty of the Colorado, the Futaleufu ranks as one of the most powerful rivers in the world and is home to such monstrous chutes as the Throne Room.
The Throne Room is a big, powerful drop. It drops quite a bit when you look at it from down at the bottom. It looks like a water slide or something. You see a magic mountain. It's quite a ride. And all the water pushes right down the center, and then into this big, huge house-sized boulder, the Throne. And on the right side, if you go around the right side, there's a really vicious corkscrew turn that smashes you into one side of the bank and then back into the Throne Room. Plummets you way down, or so they say. I've never screwed up enough to get over there.
pulsing over. It's pulsing over, but it's not under. Look at that.
Surf's up. Oh, it's here.
Oh man. Hey, that right side, that is one mean corkscrew. I'm going down the throat, right on top of the throat. Waiting to do this at this level. I'm going right down the throat. When some things happen that's totally unexpected, and you're completely off the line and getting dealt a different hand than you even expected, and then you've got to respond with what's happening and what's going on, like going down the right side of the throat. That's really neat too, because it's happening to you so fast, you don't really have time to be scared, but your body's in some other state of response, and you've got all your tricks and experiences to pull it off.
A lot of people get into the sport and don't realize how powerful the river is, and that the river demands a lot of respect. And even if we're out here shredding the river up and looking like we're just the baddest boys around, we still, in the back of our minds, know that we're just along for the ride, and that no matter how good of a paddle you are, you never dominate the river. It's always dominating you.